stress at work,
student stress,
chronic stress, hypertension.
Even if someone doesn't do anything else, just including in their regular diet can reduce their stress by up to 25%. Sometimes the most productive thing that you can do is to just relax. But in today's fast-paced life, who really has the time to relax? That's one reason why stress has now become as common as the mobile phone in our hands. Stress is like pressure cooker. A little steam sharpens focus like cooking a perfect biryani. But too much heat builds pressure, risking a messy overflow. Taking too much stress can be so detrimental for the body. You can understand this by the fact that almost all common health problems, whether it's diabetes, blood pressure, obesity, fatigue, or even skin issues, stress is one major reason that triggers them. When we remain stressed, our body produces the hormone cortisol in high amounts, which increases appetite and makes the body crave for comfort foods. This leads to excess fat storage. Stress spikes blood sugar. Over time, it results in insulin resistance and diabetes. High stress has a direct link with increased blood pressure and stroke. Recently, I met this lady who had constant knee pain, but in her test reports, arthritis always came out negative. Finally, a reputed doctor diagnosed that the reason behind her body pain was nothing else but her habit to take tension about small things. This stress has entered so deep inside that we are becoming almost used to it. Whether it's hair fall, skin problems, or chronic diseases, stress is behind all of them. According to 2024 surveys, 53% Indians today are so stressed that their normal life is getting affected. But this video isn't just made to talk about stress, it's made to resolve the issue from the root. When someone says, hey, don't take stress, I'm like,
क्या बात है सर, क्या बात है सर, क्या बात, ये बात है.
Because simply calling out that don't take stress won't help. But you will be surprised to know that there are some foods, some herbs, and some simple things which, if we make a part of our diet and lifestyle, will definitely reduce stress, and both Ayurveda and modern science agree on this without any doubt. So realizing how harmful being overstressed is for every cell in our body, let's now talk about those proven foods, herbs, and practices that can reduce our stress, whether it's work-life stress, relationship stress, or stress related to life situations. Not just in words, but actually in reality. And you shall be able to notice the effect almost instantly. We'll try to keep this video simple and practical. So without any further delay, let's get started. Hello friends, welcome to FitTuber. Let's start with a herb called ashwagandha. Even if someone doesn't do anything else, just including ashwagandha in their regular diet can reduce their stress by up to 25%. I'm not saying this is the conclusion of a 2019 study in which 60 adults were randomly given either 240 mg of ashwagandha extract or a placebo. Those who took ashwagandha saw their cortisol levels drop by 25%, while the placebo group did not experience any major benefit. Researchers found that ashwagandha modulates the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, which is why consuming ashwagandha automatically reduces stress. And one more thing worth noting is that taking ashwagandha increased testosterone in males, but testosterone levels in females remained normal. That's why both men and women can benefit from ashwagandha. Consuming it, you will get both physical and mental strength from it. You can take either 1 teaspoon of ashwagandha powder at night with milk or water. However, ashwagandha tastes quite bitter, so instead you can take 2 ashwagandha tablets before bedtime. This will also allow your body to go into a deep sleep. You'll start noticing the results within a few days, but continue it for at least 2 months to have that long-term benefit. After ashwagandha, now let's talk about a tasty food that helps reduce stress as well. It's dark chocolate. Actually, it's not the dark chocolate itself that reduces stress, it's the ingredient that makes it dark: cocoa powder. Cocoa powder contains magnesium along with special flavonoids and polyphenols that help reduce stress and uplift your mood. But there are so many studies that say dark chocolate is a good stress buster. Of course, in fact, a 2022 study showed that the higher the cocoa content in dark chocolate, the more it helps in reducing stress. It should be at least 70% dark. However, keep in mind, even 70% dark chocolate contains around 27 grams of refined sugar. Once in a while it's fine, but eating it regularly to reduce stress means increasing your weight. So if you you don't want to increase the stress of gaining weight and only want to reduce stress, prefer using good quality cocoa powder alone. Sugar-free dark chocolate is also available. Sugar-free dark chocolates are also as sweet as normal chocolates because it's made using zero-calorie artificial sweeteners, which have been proven to have worse side effects than normal sugar. But cocoa powder is so bitter. How to use it? Try making hot cocoa milk. You will love it. You can also use cocoa powder in smoothies, like adding it to banana peanut butter smoothie makes a thick, creamy, milk-less chocolate shake. You can even add cocoa powder to oatmeal. Next, there is a herb whose fragrance itself has a calming effect on the mind, whose taste is refreshing, and which is so easily available that there is a 90% chance you already have it at home. You have probably guessed it, I'm talking about tulsi. In a study when highly stressed patients were given tulsi extract continuously for 2 months, not only did their cortisol levels drop by 36%, but their sleep quality also improved and their blood pressure normalized. No wonder tulsi has been considered a divine plant in Indian culture. You can use tulsi in 2 ways. Either boil tulsi leaves in water to make a herbal tea. For sweetness, you can use jaggery powder or honey. Or in winter, fill a thermosteel bottle with hot water and add a few tulsi leaves. The water will get infused with tulsi flavor. Keep sipping it throughout the day. It's very simple method but quite effective. Next, there is a simple practice that is no less than a therapy for mind. It is walking. Whenever we do any kind of exercise, whether it's weight training at the gym, playing a sport, or simply walking, the body releases the same feel-good hormones that are released when you take antidepressant tablets. This has been clearly concluded in studies by Harvard Medical School and Duke University's SMILE study. When it comes to stress, walking holds a special place even among exercises. There are several reasons for this. First, just 10 to 20 minutes of brisk walking lowers cortisol levels and shifts the nervous system from sympathetic to parasympathetic mode. Second, walking, especially outdoors like in a park, has a powerful calming effect on the brain. Studies have shown that the exposure to natural environment increases serotonin levels in the brain. It makes breathing patterns more rhythmic, reduces activity in the brain's fear center, and activates the brain's default mode network, the one that becomes active during problem solving. That's probably why you might have noticed that while walking, you suddenly get clarity on something that was stuck while you were sitting. Note the fact that a 15-minute outdoor walk is more effective for diabetes, blood pressure, and anxiety issues than doing the same amount of exercise indoors. Whether you walk in the morning or in the evening, there is no doubt that walking acts like pressing the reset button for your body. You should definitely make it a part of your routine. It actually feels good. 20 minutes daily is good enough to experience the effect. Next, there is a herb that has been considered one of the most effective in Ayurvedic texts for reducing stress and improving the brain's cognitive ability, and that is Brahmi. Whether it's Charak Samhita, Bhav Prakash Nigantu, Ashtang Hridyam, or Sushrut Samhita, whenever the topic of the brain comes up, Brahmi is always mentioned. And not just in Ayurvedic scriptures, modern research also shows that Brahmi contains compounds called bacosides that protect brain cells from oxidative stress, thereby reducing stress and anxiety. It's seen that Brahmi activates the hippocampus part of the brain, which is responsible for memory and learning. That's why you'll notice that people who start taking Brahmi regularly experience sharper memory and better concentration. How to consume Brahmi? I mean, in which form? Brahmi Grit is a classical formulation that contains Brahmi, ghee, and other stress-relieving herbs like Shankh Pushpi. You can take 1 teaspoon of it boiled in water like herbal tea. For sweetness, you can add jaggery. I tried Brahmi Grit, but I didn't like the taste. Can you suggest something else? In that case, you can take Brahmi in tablet form. Since the combination of Brahmi with ghee is highly praised in Ayurveda, some brands even make Brahmi ghee-based capsules. You don't have to taste them, but they work just as they should. You can take them any time of the day with water. I have given some unsponsored links in the description box that you can check out. Next, I want to share with you a very powerful technique that instantly reduces stress. Its effect is so amazing that even if you do it once, you will end up getting calm and relaxed. I'm talking about Om chanting. Sit in any room of your house and do Om chanting for 10 minutes. You'll forget that you had any stress. Om is the seed mantra of the universe. The vibrations of this sound are such that chanting chanting it automatically reduces the negativity of the mind and helps you start thinking positively. You begin to move away from mundane problems and connect with a higher energy. A study showed that just 5 minutes of loud Om chanting significantly increased the high frequency component of the parasympathetic nervous system. Another study found that 5 minutes of Om chanting deactivated those parts of the brain that trigger emotional stress, emotional instability, stress, and overthinking. In a third study, after 6 weeks of Om chanting, stress scores dropped significantly compared to the control group. Actually, this is something you'll understand only once you try it. It's that effective. If you can take out just 10 minutes daily for Om chanting, it will help you stay stress-free throughout the day. Can you show us how to chant? Of course, sit comfortably, whether on the floor, bed, or even a chair. Close your eyes and chant Om a bit loudly, like this. Try to stretch the Om sound as long as possible. Take a deep breath, chant again. This cleanses your aura and makes your breathing rhythmic. While chanting, listen to this sound with your ears. Feel that the negativity is leaving your body and positive energy is surrounding you. If you do this consistently for at least 10 minutes every day, you will experience so much benefit that you will come back to write about it in the comment section. The calming experience post 10 minutes of chanting is worth trying. There are no do's and don'ts for Om chanting. You can do it anytime peacefully and without any tension. It will only benefit you. You said that it makes our breathing rhythmic. Can I also do breathing exercises? Of course, at times when you can't chant Om, take a few long and deep breaths. It will instantly calm your system. Then breathing exercises, especially Anulom Vilom and Bhramari, are two great stress busting techniques. If you do Bhramari, also called the bee breath, 5 times, and Anulom Vilom, that is alternate nostril breathing, 21 times, it will take around 10 to 15 minutes, but its effect will last for the next 10 hours. We have done it together in the yoga follow long routine video. You can check it out. Next, I want to share a food with you that may not have as dramatic an effect as Om chanting, but still helps a lot in controlling stress, and that is oats. Oats contain a special fiber called beta glucan, which helps increase the population of good bacteria in your gut. In a 2020 study, it was found that when eating oats increased the good bacteria, the stress hormone cortisol automatically went down. Oats are a complex carbohydrate, and all complex carbohydrates increase the production of the sleep hormone melatonin, which is why you get deeper sleep at night. And there is no doubt that the better your sleep quality, the lower your stress levels will be. Apart from this, oats contain tryptophan, vitamin B6 and magnesium, all of which have proven stress busting effects that we have already discussed. If you want to eat oats with vegetables, choose steel cut oats. And if you prefer milk based oatmeal, go for unflavored rolled oats. You can add cocoa powder, nuts and chia seeds to it to increase its impact and taste as well. Next, there is a simple and inexpensive vegetable that has been found effective in several studies for reducing stress. And good that it's in season right now. I am talking about spinach. Though not on humans, but several times studies on mice have been done, and every time the result was the same. When stressed mice were given spinach extract, their cortisol levels dropped by 25 to 30%. Scientists believe that spinach and even other green leafy vegetables contain good amounts of magnesium, folate and flavonoids. This makes them an effective stress busters. Green leafy vegetables like palak and methi help the brain release feel-good hormones like serotonin. So if you often feel stressed, eat dishes like palak paneer, aloo palak, palak dal or aloo methi regularly. Next, I want to share with you a practice whose effect is instant and in the long term also helps a lot in reducing stress. We'll talk about it, but before that I want to share with you a product that's another supplement to relieve stress. Sesa's Himalayan Shilajit Par Shots. Friends, you already know that Shilajit is a natural supplement that energizes not only the body but also strengthens the brain. And winters are the best time to take Shilajit. But often some people avoid it because of its odd taste. To overcome this hurdle, Sesa has launched a very creative product, Sesa Himalayan Shilajit Par Shots. Basically, in this 6-gram stick, there is 400 milligrams of pure Shilajit resin and 5.6 grams of honey. That's why when you eat it, you get the taste of honey, and at the same time, you need not worry about the quantity of Shilajit also. You can eat it as it is, or you can also mix it in water or milk and drink it. See, this product is creative, but there is no compromise on health. It has only 2 ingredients, Himalayan Shilajit and pure honey. No additives, no unnecessary fillers. One pack has 30 shots like this. You can take one daily. Shilajit strengthens the 7 dhatus, because of which it's one of the best supplements for strength and stamina. To buy Sesa's pure Himalayan Shilajit Par Shots with 70% fulvic acid, click the link in the description box. Don't forget to apply the special discount coupon to get 15% off. Now let's come back and talk about the practice that has both instant and long-term benefits. It's the good old head massage. For stress, Badam Rogan oil works most effectively. You can slightly warm the oil or just rub it between your palms and massage your head well for 5 to 10 minutes. Or get it done by someone else, because it feels even better when someone else does it. I personally make sure to get a head massage whenever I go for a haircut. Head massage not only instantly relieves the stress away, but it actually strengthens the nerves of the brain. There was a study on female workers in which their heads were massaged twice a week for 10 weeks. As a result, everyone's stress hormone reduced and their heart rate and blood pressure also became normal. Head massage is a familiar activity in Indian homes. Probably we are forgetting it nowadays. Do it once or twice a week. Your stress will reduce and your hair will also become better. You have shared so many foods, herbs and practices in this video. Do we have to follow all? No, you can choose for yourself what all you can do from these. Even if you start doing just one of these 9 things consistently, you'll get results. The easiest one is taking ashwagandha tablets. Add that for sure. Then focus on the things that have a high impact, like doing 10 minutes of Om chanting, going for a morning or post-dinner walk, doing head massage once or twice a week, and doing breathing exercises whenever possible. These will start showing results from the very first day. Drinking Tulsi herbal tea or Tulsi infused water is also easy. You can have oatmeal for breakfast sometimes. You can add cocoa powder to it as well. Include palak and methi sabzi 2 to 3 times a week. Basically, according to your convenience, add some of these things to your lifestyle. You will be benefited for sure. Plus, it will greatly help us all if we accept that the people who come and go in our lives and the situations we face, all of this in some way is the result of our past karmic actions. The universe wants us to learn and grow from our life situations. This acceptance is not only important, but it makes us more responsible. And only a responsible person can take action. All the unsponsored links of the things that we have discussed in this video are in the description box. The link for Sesa's Shilajit Par Shots is also there. My name is Vivek. I thank you so much for watching.